Hi guys, welcome to my preview of Arsenal's game against Southampton at St Mary's Stadium tomorrow. Yeah, let's get straight into it. Latest news is that, um, it gets better than it. We've signed David Luiz, Krusty the Clown, to an extended deal. Great. Huh, right, I wouldn't even sign him as a coach for experience. Um, it just shows how much of a banter club we are at the minute. Coupled with the fact we're signing on a permanent deal a guy that's only played 3 games and we can't really tell if he's any good or not, Pablo Mari. Nothing against him. And Suarez, who has only played 1 game. And we've signed Danny Ceballos until the end of the season. When the last 2 performances have been utter crap. It just highlights again of the problems we've got at this football club. And it's like I said in my review, is that this needs a complete overhaul and restart. It needs every aspect of the club looking at, from the owner to the board to the training to the management to the manager itself to the players. Every aspect of the club needs to be looked at because the mentality of this football club has been a plague for the last 16 years. No ambition, no desire to win the league. We're more worried about making money rather than the success on the football pitch. And the only common denominator out of all that is you can say is the owner, Stan. And we all know he's not going to move if the club's making money. So what can we do as fans? Stop spending. Don't go to games. Right? Don't buy the merchandise. I know that for some fans that's going to be impossible to stop going to the games, and it's going to be hard to do that because we all love the club. But for the best interest of the club, that's what we have to do because otherwise things are not going to change, and we are going to fall even further. Put it into context. I watched Spurs' game last night against West Ham, and I'm sat there looking. They're everything that we're not in a minute. The only difference between the Arsenal of old and the Tottenham of now is that Tottenham haven't won any trophies. That's the only difference. They're looking forward. We're not. We're more worried about what can we get on the cheap, right? How can we maximise profit? How can we just stay within the battle of Europe? And we can't even do that. We can't even do that. Right? So what does that say about us as a club if we can't even compete with Europa League? It just shows we're not a big club anymore. We're not. Not anymore. I've said what I had to say in my review about it. And until real change happens, my opinion and in the way this club needs to be sorted is not going to change. It needs more surgery than me right now, massively. Like with it's 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 so depressing. Right, bring back the F1, please. right? Give us something else to distract us. Um, so, I mean, put it this way: do you feel confident? Leave in the comments below if you feel confident about us going to Southampton away, right, and winning. Something that we didn't usually have to worry about. You tell me, and also leave in the comments below what your scoreline would be as well, and what your lineup would be, and if you agree with what my lineup will be or not. But leave it in the comments below if you really feel confident that Arsenal are going to go to Southampton and win after losing to Brighton, who are worse than us, worse than Southampton. Because I ain't. I'll be surprised if we get a 1-1 draw. And that's being deadly honest, right? My heart wants to believe that we'll win. My head, being realistic, doesn't. It really doesn't. And I'll be surprised if any fan could look at Arsenal right now and say, we'll go to Southampton and win. Simple as that. So, speaking of that, I'll get into my lineup. Now, Martinez in goal, obviously. I'd put Maitland-Niles on as right back after Bellerin's so-called performances on as a right back. I put Medley alongside Mustafi because I think Mustafi was better out the two between him and Holding. And Zach Medley, well, what worse can we do? What worse can he do compared to the rest of our defence? What worse? Can't get much worse. Kolasinac can just go in the bin, and I just put Tierney up there. I want to see Torreira in the CDM role of the three in midfield. Then I'd put Guendouzi in there, as long as he's like stopped being big-headed and arrogant, right, and calm himself down. After seeing a post last night that he was calling Brighton players shit and this all that. Well, you ain't much fucking better, mate. Because you didn't fucking beat them, did you? Right? Players that have been in your position, such as Vieira, Gilberto, Edu, right? They're players that can literally sit there and say that, right? And get away with it. You can't. You're fuck all compared to them. Fuck all. So calm your fucking gums. Right? Calm yourself. Right? Because at the moment, you ain't fit to wear this badge. Not at the minute. None of you are. Saying that, and then put him in the starting up. But then, what worse can we do? And I'd put Willock in there as well. I won't have Ceballos. I have Ceballos on the bench, but I wouldn't have him near the starting lineup. Martinelli on the left. Pepe on the right, as long as they're going to play to his strengths. Lacazette can stay on the bench because he doesn't score away. And Aubameyang up front, in the middle. In the fucking middle. He's a fucking striker. He does not go on the left. It's a waste of talent. Put him in the middle with Martinelli on the left and Pepe on the right. What is wrong with that? Please, this is where I question Arteta. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with Martinelli as well? right? This is another thing as well. I thought when Arteta come in, the way he was speaking, he'd be transparent and he'll make it very clear if there are any problems. He has not made it fucking clear why Martinelli's not playing. Why? And if you're going to keep this up, Martinelli's going to look at teams like Chelsea, Man City, Man United, if he's not looking at them already, and just go, bye, you're hindering my career. And I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him. Right? Because if I was a rival fan team right now, I'd be looking at Arsenal and think, Martinelli, right? They're not playing well. Could get him. Right? Could get him for a decent sum as well. Because he's going to be a star at our club, especially if they're not playing him. So yeah, that's my predicted lineup. Whether that'll be the actual lineup, I don't know. Probably not. But like I said, my predicted scoreline will be 1-1. 1-1. At least then we'll have 41 points. At least. Because, right, apart from fighting for Europe, there's nothing else to fight for, is there? So, right, at least if we get an extra point, stay in the league, right, scrap the rest of the season, right, play the kids for the rest of the season. Just play the kids for the rest of the season, right? What harm can they do? Give them the experience, right? And if any of the senior players start moaning they're not playing, right, tell them to go look at the fucking selves in the mirror, right? Look at yourselves in the mirror and say, have you really played 110% for this club, for this badge? Have you really earned your wages this season? Right? Because if you sit there in the mirror and say you have, you're talking bullshit. And that includes players like Aubameyang and that. Because let's face it, Aubameyang at the start of the season was saving Emery's arse. Right? But I'm sorry, over the last couple of games and the last month or two, he has not. He has not been like the Sergio Aguero where he's been, or the Salah or Mane, or where they're doing it game after game after game after game. Thierry Henry, who wear that same number, did it every season, game after game. He's doing it for one period, right? And I'm not going to go in on Aubameyang because I love the guy to death, but I'm sorry, right? You've got to call these people out if they're not playing, if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And he's not, whether he's getting certain service or not. I don't care if people want to jump on me, right, and have a go at us because I'm having a go at Aubameyang, right? No player is bigger than the club, right? People having a go about fans that are having a go about Ozil. Ozil's no bigger than his fucking football club. Sorry, but I'm getting mad about these fans that go around calling people every name under the sun because they follow one particular player, right? All the players are employees of the club. The club is 10 times bigger than them. If they think they're bigger, they can fuck off. They can fuck off, right? And if you fans that support Ozil more than you support Arsenal, right, and then you can go along with Ozil when he goes. End of story. So, but yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So, yeah, my heart tells me we're going to win. My head tells me we ain't. We're lucky to get a draw. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I'll see you guys with a review on Friday. Take care.